The best rules for healthy relationships. Stoicism. Truth is not only violated by falsehood, it may be equally outraged by silence. Henri Frederick Amiel. Welcome back to Stoic In Your Life, where we blend ancient wisdom with modern living to create a serene and resilient spirit. In today's video, we're uncovering the number one rule for healthy relationships through the enlightening perspective of Stoicism. Have you ever wondered what it truly takes to build and maintain a healthy, fulfilling relationship? What if there was a single profound principle that could transform the way you connect with others? Today, we reveal that golden rule. Always stay true to your genuine feelings and communicate them with the utmost kindness and politeness. Whether you're dealing with a romantic partner, a friend, or a family member, this approach can bring a profound, positive shift in how you relate to others. Let's transform our connections and enrich our lives with the timeless guidance of Stoicism. In any relationship, authenticity is the foundation of trust and understanding. When we mask our true feelings, we create barriers and misunderstandings that can erode the bond we share with our partners. By embracing the Stoic practice of honesty, we not only stay aligned with our inner selves, but also pave the way for deeper, more meaningful connections. But it's not just about being honest. It's about how we convey our truth. Stoicism teaches us the art of communicating with compassion and respect, ensuring that our words foster harmony rather than conflict. This means expressing our feelings in a way that our partner can understand, with as much kindness and politeness as we can muster. 1. The key to thriving relationships often lies in a principle deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy: clear and honest communication. Many of us fall into the trap of masking our true feelings with words and actions that only serve to create confusion and distance. For instance, we might say, "I don't care in the slightest when you come home, I'll be asleep anyway," when what we really mean is, "I miss you so much and I'm hurt that you keep going out with your friends." Or we might lash out with, "Go to hell and die, I hate you," when what we are truly expressing is, "I'm terrified of how much I depend on you." These miscommunications stem from our fear of vulnerability and our struggle to articulate our deeper emotions. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, wisely stated, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This is particularly true in relationships where unspoken feelings and unmet expectations build walls between us. Rather than expressing our longing for connection, we may argue about politics when what we truly desire is a simple hug. We might criticize our partner's timekeeping because we feel neglected, or blame their mother for our frustrations when the real issue is a lack of intimacy. Saying, "Will you stop fussing around the kitchen preparing things I don't even want to eat?" can be a harsh cover for, "I'm being cruel because I don't know how else to express my hurt." In modern life, where distractions and pressures are abundant, maintaining honest communication is more critical than ever. It's easy to let misunderstandings fester and grow into significant issues. But the Stoic approach teaches us to face our emotions head-on and express them with clarity and sincerity. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." Applying this to relationships means striving to break the cycle of miscommunication and hurt by not mirroring negativity, but instead fostering understanding and compassion. To cultivate healthy relationships, start by practicing self-awareness and reflection. Key Stoic practices. Recognize when you're about to say something out of frustration or fear, and take a moment to understand the underlying emotion. Ask yourself what you truly want to convey. If you're feeling neglected, instead of criticizing your partner, express your need for attention and affection. If you're scared of losing them, share your fears openly rather than masking them with anger. Epictetus taught, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This advice is invaluable in relationships. Listening with the intent to understand, rather than to respond, can transform your interactions. It shows your partner that you value their perspective and are committed to addressing their needs as much as your own. By listening more, you also gain insights into their true feelings, which can prevent many misunderstandings. Incorporating Stoic principles into your daily life can also help. Practicing gratitude, another core Stoic value, shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is abundant in your relationship. Take time each day to appreciate your partner's positive qualities and the moments you share. This can create a more positive and resilient bond, making it easier to navigate conflicts when they arise. Moreover, embracing the Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum, or anticipating potential challenges, can prepare you for difficult conversations. By thinking through how you might respond calmly and constructively to various scenarios, you can approach conflicts with a level-headedness that fosters resolution rather than escalation. Relating these ideas to the modern hustle, consider how technology and busy schedules often interfere with genuine connection. Make a conscious effort to set aside dedicated time for your partner, free from distractions. Whether it's a weekly date night or a daily check-in, these moments of focused attention can significantly strengthen your relationship. The number one rule for healthy relationships, inspired by Stoic philosophy, is clear and honest communication. By facing our emotions, expressing them sincerely, and listening with empathy, we can build stronger, more fulfilling connections. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, let us remember the wisdom of the Stoics and strive to communicate with the clarity and compassion that our relationships deserve. Why do we struggle to say what we mean? It's not just that we're being silly, it's that none of this is simple. Imagine a world where we celebrated the art of honest communication as we do sports, with Olympic competitions to focus our minds on and reward the skills involved. In such a world, the winners would be honored with grand homes and frequent television appearances. Speaking candidly yet kindly is as intricate as playing the violin, perhaps even more valuable and beautiful. We don't say what we mean because we rarely see anyone around us achieving this wondrous and mature feat. Most of us were raised by people who said things like, "You're off my hands now. It doesn't matter to me what you do." When they really meant, "I crave closeness and wish you would call more often." Imagine you're in a modern office, working on a project with your team. Your colleague says, "It's fine, do whatever you think." But their body language tells you they're not happy. The project falls apart, and only then do they confess, "I didn't want to upset anyone, but I really thought we should go another way." This scenario illustrates the confusion and missed opportunities that arise when we fail to communicate openly and honestly. Just like in personal relationships, our professional interactions benefit greatly from clear, kind communication. Stoicism teaches us the importance of honesty in our relationships. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic philosopher, once said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." This principle encourages us to align our actions and words with our true feelings and beliefs. It's not always easy, but it is essential for building trust and fostering meaningful connections. Take a moment to reflect on your own life. Have you ever held back from saying what you really felt because you were afraid of the reaction? Perhaps you wanted to tell a friend that their actions hurt you, but you stayed silent to avoid conflict. Or maybe you wanted to express gratitude to someone who helped you, but felt too embarrassed to speak up. These missed opportunities for honest communication can create distance and misunderstanding in our relationships. In today's fast-paced world, we often prioritize efficiency over genuine connection. We send quick texts instead of having heartfelt conversations, and we use social media likes and comments as substitutes for real emotional exchanges. This can lead to superficial relationships that lack depth and authenticity. By practicing the Stoic principle of honest communication, we can counteract this trend and cultivate healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Consider the story of Sarah, a young woman navigating the complexities of modern dating. She meets John, and they hit it off immediately. But as they spend more time together, Sarah notices that John often says things he doesn't mean. He agrees to plans he has no intention of keeping and makes promises he doesn't follow through on. Sarah feels confused and hurt, but instead of addressing it, she starts to pull away. One day, after John cancels yet another date, Sarah decides to have an honest conversation with him. She tells him how his actions make her feel and asks why he struggles to be truthful. John admits he's afraid of disappointing her and losing her if he says no. This moment of vulnerability opens up a deeper level of understanding between them, and they begin to work on building a more honest relationship. Honest communication requires courage and vulnerability, but it is the foundation of trust and intimacy. When we share our true feelings and listen to others with empathy, we create a space where authentic connections can flourish. This doesn't mean we have to be brutally honest in a way that hurts others. Instead, we can strive to be candid while also being kind and considerate. Think about a time when someone's honest words deeply impacted you. Perhaps a teacher gave you constructive feedback that helped you grow, or a friend shared their genuine appreciation for you during a tough time. These moments stand out because they are real and meaningful. They remind us of the power of truth spoken with love. As you navigate your relationships, both personal and professional, remember the Stoic principle of honest communication. Strive to say what you mean and mean what you say. This practice will not only improve your relationships, but also lead to a more authentic and fulfilling life. How can you incorporate more honest communication into your daily interactions? What steps can you take to ensure your words align with your true feelings and intentions? By reflecting on these questions and committing to the practice of candid yet kind communication, you can transform your relationships and create a ripple effect of authenticity and trust in your community. It is the bedrock upon which trust, intimacy, and genuine connection are built. By embracing this Stoic principle, we can navigate the complexities of our relationships with grace and integrity, fostering bonds that are both deep and enduring. So next time you find yourself holding back, remember the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Let this guide you toward more meaningful and honest interactions in all areas of your life. 3. Imagine this. You're in a conversation with someone you care about deeply, but suddenly, things take a turn for the worse. You find yourself frustrated, hurt, and ready to lash out with words that could cause lasting damage. What if, instead of reacting impulsively, you could respond in a way that fosters understanding and strengthens your relationship? This is where Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that champions reason, self-control, and virtue, offers invaluable insights. From a Stoic perspective, communicate with empathy and patience. Let's delve deeper into this concept and see how it can transform your interactions. Consider this scenario. You're upset because your partner seems to be spending too much time with their friends. The instinctive response might be to say something like, "Shut the hell up about your stupid friends." This statement is harsh, confrontational, and likely to escalate the conflict. Instead, a Stoic approach would encourage you to express your feelings calmly and respectfully. You could say, "I'm feeling a bit ignored at the moment. It sounds a bit ridiculous, I know, but I can't help but feel a little bit jealous of how much time you seem to be spending with your mates." This shift in communication focuses on your feelings without attacking the other person, opening the door for a more constructive dialogue. Similarly, when emotions run high, it's easy to let anger dictate your words. Imagine saying, "I never want to see you again, you stinking rat-faced little sh." Such a statement is driven by anger and will likely cause more harm than good. A Stoic would instead acknowledge their feelings and the underlying fears causing them. They might say, "It seems I'm feeling really pretty upset at the moment, and it makes me want to take a bit of distance. I guess deep down I'm terrified you're going to abandon me." This way you express vulnerability and invite empathy, rather than creating an adversarial situation. The Stoics teach us that our perceptions shape our reality. As Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and a renowned Stoic philosopher, said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." By choosing to perceive our emotions and responses through a lens of reason and understanding, we can shape our interactions positively. When you feel a surge of anger or jealousy, pause and reflect on what you're truly feeling. Is it fear? Is it a sense of neglect? Identifying the root cause allows you to address it without damaging your relationship. Open-ended questions can be a powerful tool in this process. Instead of accusing or making statements that shut down conversation, ask questions that encourage deeper understanding. For example, you might ask, "Can you help me understand why you need so much time with your friends?" Or, "What can we do together to make sure both of us feel valued in this relationship?" These questions show that you are invested in finding a solution that works for both parties rather than winning an argument. Think about the last time you had a disagreement with someone you care about. How did it make you feel? How did you respond? What could have been different if you had approached the situation with a calm, reflective mindset? By practicing this kind of self-awareness, you cultivate a space where both you and your partner can express your needs and feelings openly, without fear of judgment or retaliation. Another key aspect of Stoic wisdom in relationships is the concept of control. Epictetus, another prominent Stoic philosopher, taught that we should focus on what is within our control and let go of what is not. In the context of relationships, this means accepting that you cannot control your partner's actions or feelings, but you can control your own reactions. By taking responsibility for your responses, you empower yourself to handle conflicts with grace and composure. Let's expand on this with a practical exercise. The next time you feel a conflict brewing, take a moment to breathe deeply and reflect on your feelings. Ask yourself, what am I truly feeling? Why am I feeling this way? What can I do to express this feeling constructively? By engaging in this self-reflection, you practice the Stoic principle of mindfulness, which helps you respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Moreover, building healthy relationships requires us to embrace the virtue of empathy. Empathy allows us to understand and share the feelings of others, creating a deeper connection. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher and statesman, emphasized the importance of compassion in our interactions. He said, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness." By practicing kindness and empathy, you not only nurture your relationships, but also cultivate your own inner peace. Consider the long-term impact of your words and actions. How do you want your partner to feel after an argument? Do you want them to feel hurt and distant, or understood and valued? By keeping the bigger picture in mind, you can navigate conflicts with a focus on resolution and harmony, rather than winning or being right. The rule for healthy relationships, as guided by Stoic principles, is to communicate with empathy, patience, and self-awareness. By choosing your words carefully, reflecting on your emotions, asking open-ended questions, and practicing empathy, you can transform conflicts into opportunities for growth and deeper connection. Remember the wisdom of the Stoics. He who is not angry when there is just cause for anger is immoral. But also, no man is free who is not master of himself. Balance your emotions with reason and let your relationships flourish with understanding and love. How will you apply these principles in your relationships today? What steps can you take to ensure that your interactions are guided by the wisdom of the Stoics? Reflect on these questions and take the first step towards healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Thank you for being here in this video. What do you think is the key to making others truly miss your presence? Share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. If you're not sure what to write, try this. I believe being missed is all about your idea. Or in the whirlwind of modern life, navigating relationships can often feel like walking a tightrope. One slip, and you risk falling into the abyss of misunderstanding and hurt. Yet, there is a guiding principle that can help maintain your balance: the delicate dance between honesty and kindness, a concept deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy. One of the most challenging aspects of relationships is the delicate balance between honesty and kindness. Often we fear that being too honest will hurt our partner, while being too kind might lead us to suppress our true feelings. As Marcus Aurelius wisely observed, the best revenge is not to be like your enemy. In this context, our enemy can be the potential for misunderstanding and emotional harm. The key lies in finding a middle ground where we can express ourselves authentically without causing unnecessary pain. This balance is not just a philosophical ideal, but a practical necessity for fostering healthy relationships. Effective communication in a relationship is akin to learning a new language. It requires patience, practice, and a willingness to make mistakes and learn from them. Seneca once said, "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end," reminding us that each attempt at honest communication, even if imperfect, is a step towards deeper understanding. When we communicate our needs and feelings openly, we create an environment of trust and understanding. This doesn't mean that every conversation will be easy or that every truth will be pleasant, but it does mean that our relationship will be built on a foundation of mutual respect and genuine connection. To bring this ancient wisdom into modern life, consider how we often face the dilemma of whether to speak up or stay silent. Imagine you're in a situation where your partner's actions have hurt you. The Stoic approach would be to reflect on your emotions, understand their roots, and then express your feelings calmly and clearly. By doing so, you honor both your truth and your partner's dignity. Epictetus teaches us, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Listening is an integral part of communication. It allows us to understand our partner's perspective and respond with empathy. Expanding on this, let's delve into the practicalities of balancing honesty and kindness. Start by assessing your intentions. Are you speaking out of a desire to improve the relationship, or are you driven by anger or frustration? The Stoics encourage us to act with virtue and reason. If your goal is constructive, then frame your words thoughtfully. Use I statements to express how you feel, which can prevent your partner from feeling attacked. For example, saying "I feel neglected when you cancel our plans" is more effective than "You always cancel on me." Another crucial aspect is timing. Choose the right moment to have serious conversations. A calm, relaxed setting is more conducive to open dialogue than a time when either of you is stressed or distracted. Marcus Aurelius advised, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." Apply this gratitude to your relationship by appreciating the moments you have together and using them wisely. Relating this to modern life, consider the digital age we live in. Text messages and social media can easily lead to misunderstandings. Make it a point to have important conversations face-to-face or via a video call, where you can see and hear each other's expressions and tones. This personal touch reinforces the sincerity of your words and reduces the risk of misinterpretation. Embrace the Stoic practice of reflection. After any significant conversation, take time to reflect on what was said and how it was received. Did you communicate effectively? Was your honesty tempered with kindness? What can you learn from this interaction to improve future dialogues? This continuous process of reflection and adjustment helps in nurturing a healthy, resilient relationship. As you navigate your relationships, remember the wisdom of the Stoics. Act with virtue, listen more than you speak, and reflect regularly. This timeless advice is not only a path to personal growth, but also the cornerstone of enduring and fulfilling relationships. 5. Apologizing is a profound act in any relationship, not merely a polite gesture. It signifies our willingness to acknowledge the consequences of our actions and our commitment to the well-being of our partner. A heartfelt apology involves vulnerability and a readiness to grow. Instead of the dismissive, "I'm sorry you feel that way," which often comes across as insincere, opt for, "I'm sorry that my actions hurt you. I understand why you feel upset, and I want to work on this together." This approach fosters genuine connection and understanding. Consider a scenario from everyday life. Imagine a couple, Alex and Jamie. Alex, caught up in work stress, snaps at Jamie over something trivial. Jamie feels hurt and unappreciated, and a rift begins to form. Later, Alex realizes the mistake and faces a choice. A superficial apology might go, "I'm sorry you're upset," which subtly shifts blame to Jamie for feeling hurt. However, a sincere apology would be, "I'm sorry I snapped at you. I know it hurt your feelings and that was unfair. Let's find a way to handle stress without taking it out on each other." This form of apology does more than just mend fences. It strengthens the relationship by showing that Alex values Jamie's feelings and is willing to work on improving their interactions. In our modern hustle, it's easy to let small conflicts escalate due to lack of proper communication. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where a small misunderstanding grew into a significant issue because neither side was willing to apologize sincerely? Reflect on that moment. How different would things have been if both parties approached the situation with openness and genuine remorse? Stoicism teaches us to maintain control over our emotions and reactions. Applying this to relationships means practicing empathy and understanding the other person's perspective. When we apologize, it should come from a place of empathy, not just a desire to end an argument. By doing so, we not only show respect to our partner, but also cultivate inner peace and resilience within ourselves. It's about seeing beyond our immediate emotions and understanding the bigger picture of our relationship dynamics. Think about the last time you hurt someone unintentionally. Did you apologize sincerely, or did you offer a half-hearted sorry just to move on? A sincere apology requires us to confront our own faults and make a genuine effort to change. It's not about admitting defeat, but about building a stronger, more trusting relationship. When we apologize correctly, we open the door to forgiveness and healing, which are essential for any healthy relationship. Reflect on how a simple, sincere apology could transform your relationships. How would your interactions change if you always acknowledged the other person's feelings and took responsibility for your actions? It's a powerful practice that can turn conflicts into opportunities for growth. Imagine the trust and mutual respect that would flourish from such honest exchanges. In a world where ego often gets in the way of harmony, embracing the Stoic principle of sincere apology can be a game changer. It's not about losing face, but about gaining a deeper connection with those we care about. By being genuinely remorseful and showing a willingness to change, we demonstrate that we value our relationships more than our pride. So, next time you find yourself at odds with someone, remember that a true apology is more than just words. It's an act of courage and humility that can pave the way for deeper understanding and stronger bonds. Ask yourself, are you ready to make that shift in your relationships? Are you prepared to embrace vulnerability for the sake of growth and connection? The lesson here is clear. Apologizing sincerely is not a sign of weakness, but of strength. It requires us to look inward, recognize our flaws, and commit to bettering ourselves for the sake of our relationships. This practice not only heals wounds, but also builds a foundation of trust and respect that can withstand the tests of time. By integrating this Stoic approach into our daily interactions, we can create healthier, more fulfilling relationships and lead more harmonious lives. 6. At its core, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of control over our own actions and reactions rather than trying to control others. This principle is particularly vital in maintaining healthy and harmonious relationships. Think about how different your interactions would be if you focused solely on what you can control: your thoughts, your actions, and your responses. Epictetus, one of the prominent Stoic philosophers, wisely said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This quote underlines the Stoic belief that our power lies in our responses. Now think about the role of listening in your relationships. True listening means giving our full, undivided attention to our partner, without interrupting or planning our response while they speak. It's about being present and showing empathy. How often do we really listen to understand, rather than just to reply? When we actively listen, we validate our partner's feelings and perspectives, making them feel valued and understood. Simple phrases like, "I hear you," "That sounds really tough," and "Tell me more about how you're feeling," can significantly enhance the sense of being heard. This practice aligns with Marcus Aurelius's teaching that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. In times of conflict, it's crucial to focus on the issue at hand rather than attacking each other personally. Imagine a heated discussion where instead of saying, "You never listen to me," which can sound accusatory and defensive, you say, "I feel unheard when we don't communicate." This subtle shift from "you" to "I" statements helps express our feelings without placing blame, thus opening the door for a more constructive conversation. This approach fosters a healthier dialogue, as it centers on your own experience and feelings, rather than attributing faults to the other person. Furthermore, consider the value of empathy in your interactions. Empathy allows us to put ourselves in our partner's shoes, to see things from their perspective. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, emphasized, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness." This mindset can transform the way we handle disagreements and misunderstandings. By prioritizing empathy, we create a safe space where both partners feel respected and valued, which is essential for any healthy relationship. Another key aspect is managing expectations. Stoicism teaches us to accept things as they are, not as we wish they were. Often, conflicts arise from unmet expectations. If we adopt a Stoic approach and focus on appreciating our partner for who they are, rather than what we expect them to be, we reduce unnecessary friction. Reflect on this. How often do your expectations lead to disappointment and conflict? By adjusting our expectations and accepting our partner's imperfections, we cultivate a more loving and accepting relationship. Now let's explore the power of gratitude in relationships. Practicing gratitude means recognizing and appreciating the positive aspects of our partner and relationship. How often do we take a moment to express gratitude for the little things our partner does? According to Marcus Aurelius, when you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. Applying this wisdom, we can remind ourselves daily of the blessings in our relationship, which can foster a deeper connection and mutual appreciation. Communication is another cornerstone of healthy relationships. Effective communication involves being honest and clear about our feelings and needs. However, honesty should always be tempered with kindness. Think about a time when you communicated your needs bluntly and how it affected your partner. How could a more compassionate approach have changed the outcome? By speaking our truth with empathy and consideration, we create an environment where open and respectful dialogue can thrive. Additionally, consider the importance of patience and understanding in nurturing relationships. Life is full of challenges and stressful situations that can strain even the strongest bonds. During such times, patience becomes a virtue. As Epictetus noted, "No great thing is created suddenly any more than a bunch of grapes or a fig. If you tell me that you desire a fig, I answer you that there must be time. Let it first blossom, then bear fruit, then ripen." Relationships, too, require time to blossom, bear fruit, and ripen. By practicing patience, we give our relationships the time and space they need to grow and flourish. Remember that self-reflection is a powerful tool in maintaining healthy relationships. Regularly reflecting on our own behavior and attitudes helps us identify areas for improvement. How often do we take the time to reflect on our actions and their impact on our partner? Seneca advised, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." By continually seeking to understand ourselves and our actions better, we contribute positively to our relationships. By practicing active listening, using I statements, showing empathy, managing expectations, expressing gratitude, communicating effectively, practicing patience, and engaging in self-reflection, we can cultivate deeper, more meaningful connections with our partners. So, what steps will you take today to improve your relationships and embrace the wisdom of Stoicism? How will you apply these principles to create a more harmonious and fulfilling bond with those you love? If you've made it this far, you're a champion of healthy relationships. Drop a comment saying, "I am building strong connections," to show your commitment to this transformative journey. Stick around. The best is yet to come. As men navigating the complexities of life between the ages of 30 and 65, embracing this principle can transform your relationships into sources of strength and serenity. The ancient Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This timeless wisdom holds the key to nurturing relationships that thrive on understanding and mutual respect. Establishing regular check-ins with your partner is crucial. These dedicated moments are opportunities to discuss feelings about the relationship, address any issues, and celebrate successes. This proactive approach can prevent small misunderstandings from escalating into larger conflicts. It also reinforces the idea that both partners are invested in the health and growth of the relationship. By setting aside time to talk, you signal that the relationship is a priority, which can deepen your connection and mutual respect. Imagine it as a way to clear the air regularly, just as the Stoics advocated for maintaining a clear and undisturbed mind. As Marcus Aurelius put it, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." By tackling issues head-on, you turn potential obstacles into pathways for growth. Furthermore, striving to be gentle with ourselves and our partners is essential. Relationships are a continuous journey of learning and adapting. There will be moments of frustration and misunderstanding, but there will also be moments of profound connection and joy. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, reminds us, "Sometimes even to live is an act of courage." Embracing honesty, kindness, and a willingness to communicate openly allows us to navigate the complexities of relationships with grace and resilience. When we are gentle with ourselves, we acknowledge our own imperfections and growth areas, making it easier to extend the same compassion to our partners. In modern life, where stress and external pressures can strain relationships, applying Stoic principles can provide a solid foundation. Regular check-ins and gentle interactions create a safe space for both partners to express themselves without fear of judgment. This practice not only strengthens the bond, but also fosters an environment where both individuals can grow individually and together. It's about being present and attentive, much like how Stoicism teaches us to be mindful of our thoughts and actions. A practical tip for these check-ins is to use a framework that focuses on both positives and areas for improvement. Start by sharing what you appreciate about your partner and the relationship. This sets a positive tone and reinforces the good aspects of your bond. Then, gently address any concerns or issues, ensuring that the conversation remains constructive. This method aligns with the Stoic idea of focusing on what we can control, our own actions and reactions, rather than dwelling on external circumstances. Additionally, embrace the Stoic practice of journaling. Reflecting on your interactions and feelings can provide valuable insights into your relationship dynamics. Writing down your thoughts can help clarify your feelings and prepare you for more effective communication with your partner. As Seneca advised, "As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters." The quality of your relationship hinges on the depth of your connection and the mutual understanding you cultivate. Remember, relationships are not about perfection, but progress. Every interaction is an opportunity to learn and grow together. By committing to regular check-ins and practicing gentleness, you create a resilient and loving partnership. The Stoics teach us that we cannot control others, but we can control how we respond to them. Applying this wisdom to your relationship means focusing on being the best partner you can be, which in turn encourages your partner to do the same. Regular check-ins and a gentle approach are practical steps to ensure your relationship thrives. As you navigate the journey of love and partnership, remember the words of Epictetus. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Embrace each moment as an opportunity to build a stronger, more compassionate relationship, rooted in the timeless wisdom of the Stoics. Respect yourself and others will respect you. This simple yet profound Stoic principle forms the cornerstone of healthy relationships. When you value yourself, you set a standard for how others should treat you. This isn't about arrogance or vanity. It's about acknowledging your intrinsic worth and demonstrating it through your actions and attitudes. Think about it. If you consistently allow others to treat you poorly, you are sending a message that you don't think highly of yourself. Conversely, when you respect yourself, you're teaching others to respect you too. Consider this. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to lose sight of our own value amidst the chaos and constant comparison. Social media, for example, often inundates us with unrealistic standards and highlights reels of other people's lives. This can lead to a diminished sense of self-worth, causing us to seek validation from others instead of recognizing our own inherent value. But Stoicism teaches us to look inward, to find contentment and respect within ourselves first. Epictetus, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once said, "Know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly." This quote emphasizes the importance of self-awareness and self-respect as the foundation for all our interactions. Now let's delve into a modern story that beautifully illustrates this principle. Picture a young professional named Alex who works in a competitive corporate environment. Alex was always accommodating, often going out of his way to please colleagues and superiors, even at the expense of his own well-being. Despite his efforts, Alex felt undervalued and overlooked for promotions. He realized that his constant need to please others stemmed from a lack of self-respect. Inspired by Stoic teachings, Alex decided to make a change. He began setting clear boundaries, saying no when necessary, and prioritizing his own needs and values. This shift didn't happen overnight, but gradually, his colleagues began to notice and respect his newfound assertiveness. Alex's story teaches us that self-respect not only transforms how we see ourselves, but also how others perceive and treat us. Reflect on your own life for a moment. Have you ever found yourself in situations where you compromise your values or needs to gain approval? How did it make you feel? These moments are opportunities to practice self-respect. By valuing yourself, you're not only honoring your own worth, but also creating a template for others to follow. This doesn't mean you should be inflexible or dismissive of others' needs. Rather, it's about striking a balance where your self-respect complements the respect you offer others. Let's explore another example. Think of a friend or family member who constantly disrespects your time or boundaries. Perhaps they frequently show up late or cancel plans at the last minute, leaving you feeling disregarded. When you tolerate such behavior without addressing it, you're inadvertently sending a message that your time and feelings are not valuable. Instead, by respectfully communicating your feelings and setting clear boundaries, you're teaching them to respect you. It might be uncomfortable at first, but it's a crucial step toward fostering healthier, more respectful relationships. Engaging in self-respect also involves self-care. This includes taking care of your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. Imagine you're an avid gardener. Just as you tend to your garden, ensuring it has the right amount of sunlight, water, and nutrients, you must also nurture yourself. When you prioritize your health and well-being, you're not only improving your quality of life, but also demonstrating to others that you deserve respect and care. Self-respect is contagious. It encourages others to treat you with the same consideration. As we weave Stoic principles into our daily lives, it's essential to remember that respect is a two-way street. While self-respect is the foundation, Mutual respect is the structure that supports healthy relationships. Consider Marcus Aurelius's wisdom. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. This teaches us to rise above disrespect and not let others' negative behavior dictate our actions. By maintaining our own standards of respect and integrity, we set an example for others and elevate the quality of our relationships. Patience and understanding are the cornerstones of any healthy relationship. When we embrace patience, we allow our relationships to develop naturally, giving them the necessary time and space to grow. The ancient philosophy of Stoicism, with its emphasis on self-control and wisdom, provides valuable insights into nurturing these essential qualities. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, once said, "No great thing is created suddenly, any more than a bunch of grapes or a fig. If you tell me that you desire a fig, I answer you that there must be time. Let it first blossom, then bear fruit, then ripen." This timeless wisdom is particularly relevant to relationships, reminding us that deep connections require time, effort, and patience to cultivate. In the heat of frustration, it's all too easy to react impulsively and say things we might later regret. Stoicism encourages us to pause and reflect before responding, allowing us to choose our words and actions with care, thereby promoting understanding rather than conflict. Think about a scenario where your partner constantly leaves dishes unwashed, and this habit annoys you. Instead of lashing out, a Stoic approach would involve calmly expressing your feelings and seeking to understand your partner's perspective. You might say, "I've noticed the dishes often pile up, and it makes me feel overwhelmed. Can we find a solution that works for both of us?" This approach fosters a collaborative and understanding environment, demonstrating that patience and communication are key. Marcus Aurelius, another great Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of perspective and empathy. He advised, "Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize?" This self-reflection helps us approach our partners with empathy, acknowledging that we all have our flaws and challenges. Understanding is the bedrock of empathy. When we strive to comprehend our partner's feelings and perspectives, we build a deeper connection. As Epictetus taught, first learn the meaning of what you say and then speak. By understanding our partner's emotions and experiences, we can communicate more effectively and compassionately. In today's fast-paced world where stress and distractions are ubiquitous, maintaining patience and understanding in relationships is more crucial than ever. It's easy for minor irritations to escalate into major conflicts. However, by practicing Stoic principles, we can navigate these challenges with grace and composure. To cultivate patience, begin by practicing mindfulness and reflection. 2 key Stoic practices. Recognize when you're feeling impatient and take a moment to breathe and reflect. Ask yourself what is causing your frustration and how you can respond constructively. By pausing and reflecting, you can choose a more patient and understanding response. Epictetus also imparted the wisdom, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This advice is invaluable in relationships. By listening attentively to our partner's needs and perspectives, we show that we value their feelings and are committed to understanding them. Incorporating Stoic principles into your daily life can significantly enhance your relationships. Practicing gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is abundant in your relationship. Take time each day to appreciate your partner's positive qualities and the moments you share. This practice can create a more positive and understanding bond, making it easier to navigate conflicts when they arise. Moreover, embracing the Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum, or anticipating potential challenges, can prepare you for difficult conversations. By thinking through how you might respond calmly and patiently to various scenarios, you can approach conflicts with a level-headedness that fosters resolution rather than escalation. Relating these ideas to the modern hustle, consider how technology and busy schedules often interfere with genuine connection. Make a conscious effort to set aside dedicated time for your partner, free from distractions. Whether it's a weekly date night or a daily check-in, These moments of focused attention can significantly strengthen your relationship. By cultivating patience and understanding, inspired by Stoic philosophy, we can build stronger, more fulfilling connections. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, let us remember the wisdom of the Stoics and strive to be patient and understanding in our relationships. What steps will you take today to foster patience and understanding in your relationships? How can you apply the teachings of Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus to improve your interactions with your partner? Reflect on these questions, and let the timeless wisdom of Stoicism guide you toward healthier and more harmonious relationships. 10. Imagine walking through life with the weight of past grievances, every step a reminder of old wounds. Now picture shedding those burdens and walking freely, with a lighter heart and clearer mind. This is the transformative power of forgiveness and letting go in the realm of healthy relationships. The cornerstone of Stoic philosophy offers us profound insights on how to navigate the intricate dynamics of our connections with others. Epictetus, a revered Stoic philosopher, profoundly stated, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." This encapsulates the essence of focusing on our actions and reactions, while releasing what is beyond our control. In the context of relationships, this means letting go of past grievances to move forward unencumbered by old resentments. Forgiveness, from a Stoic perspective, is not about justifying harmful actions, but about liberating ourselves from the shackles of negative emotions. By forgiving, we reclaim our power and open ourselves to healing and growth. Marcus Aurelius, another eminent Stoic, underscored the significance of compassion and understanding in his meditations. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. This daily gratitude can extend to our relationships, allowing us to release past hurts and savor the present moment fully. Consider a situation where a friend has disappointed you. Instead of harboring anger and resentment, the Stoic approach encourages understanding and forgiveness. You might acknowledge your hurt feelings, but choose to see the situation from your friend's perspective, leading to a conversation like, "I was hurt by what happened, but I understand that we all make mistakes. Let's move forward and focus on strengthening our friendship." This fosters an environment of forgiveness and mutual understanding, crucial for any relationship's longevity. Forgiveness also requires letting go of unrealistic expectations. Often we hold on to disappointments because we seek perfection in our partners, setting them up for inevitable failure. Stoicism teaches us to accept things as they are, not as we wish them to be. By adjusting our expectations and embracing our partner's imperfections, we can significantly reduce unnecessary friction, nurturing a more loving and accepting relationship. In our modern lives, filled with stress and external pressures, practicing forgiveness and letting go is more vital than ever. Small conflicts and misunderstandings can easily snowball into significant issues if not addressed promptly. However, by embracing Stoic principles, we can learn to release these burdens and foster more harmonious relationships. To practice forgiveness, start by reflecting on situations that have caused you pain or resentment. Acknowledge the impact these feelings have on your well-being and relationships. By recognizing and confronting these emotions, you initiate the process of letting go and moving forward. Epictetus wisely noted, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This advice is especially pertinent in relationships, as listening attentively to our partner's needs and perspectives demonstrates that we value their feelings and are committed to understanding and forgiving them. Incorporating Stoic principles into daily life can further enhance our relationships. Practicing gratitude shifts our focus from what is lacking to what is abundant. Take time each day to appreciate your partner's positive qualities and the moments you share. This habit can create a more positive and forgiving bond, making it easier to navigate conflicts when they arise. Moreover, the Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum, or anticipating potential challenges, can prepare you for difficult conversations. By contemplating how you might respond calmly and forgivingly to various scenarios, you approach conflicts with a level-headedness that fosters resolution rather than escalation. In the modern hustle, where technology and busy schedules often disrupt genuine connection, make a conscious effort to set aside dedicated time for your partner, free from distractions. Whether it's a weekly date night or a daily check-in, these moments of focused attention can significantly strengthen your relationship. Thank you for being part of today's video. Before we proceed, I want to thank you for your participation in our community. Feel free to share your thoughts or simply comment, "I am a newbie," if you're new, or "I am a Stoic," if you've been around. Your interaction is a great source of motivation for us. Let's continue this journey together, shall we? By embracing forgiveness and letting go, inspired by Stoic philosophy, we can build stronger, more fulfilling connections. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, let us remember the wisdom of the Stoics and strive to forgive and release our burdens for healthier relationships. The teachings of Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius remind us that, while we cannot control everything, we can choose to let go of past grievances, appreciate the present, and cultivate harmonious, resilient relationships. In doing so, we not only enhance our own inner peace but also create a foundation of trust and understanding that can withstand the challenges of modern life. In conclusion, improving our communication skills can transform our relationships in ways we might not even imagine. It's not about being perfect, but about being authentic and compassionate. When we make a conscious effort to express ourselves honestly and kindly, we foster a stronger, more loving connection with our partner. These small but significant changes can create a ripple effect, enhancing trust, understanding, and intimacy in our relationships. Let's take a moment to reflect on our communication habits and consider how we can bring more honesty and kindness into our interactions. Are there moments where we hold back our true feelings out of fear or hesitation? How often do we choose words that uplift and support rather than criticize? This effort, though challenging, promises to be deeply rewarding, leading to relationships that are not only healthier, but also more fulfilling. At Stoic In Your Life, we believe that these small changes can lead to profound personal growth and happiness. By integrating the principles of Stoicism into our daily lives, we learn to navigate our relationships with greater wisdom and empathy. How do you practice honest and kind communication in your relationships? What challenges have you faced and how have you overcome them? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experiences could inspire and help others on their journey. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights on living a fulfilling and balanced life. Together, let's build a community where we support and learn from each other, embracing the timeless wisdom of Stoicism to enrich our modern lives. Thank you for watching, and remember, every step you take towards better communication is a step towards a happier, more connected life.